Hey, good Sunday morning, YouTube. Hugmeister's Garage and Workshop. And today's project is I ended up not liking that compressor behind my back seat, the new truck, so I tore it out yesterday. And what we're going to do is I found a spot in the back, and I'll show you out here what the plan is. Man, it's freaking cold out today. Crawl up in here. Well, maybe you can see over there. What I plan is I want to build a small wooden box, and it's going to go in front of that wheel well into that recess. And I already got my lines pulled back down and through that bushing, and we're going to mount that box right along the rail. So that way it's still not sticking out beyond the wheel well, so it won't interfere with loading sheet goods, 4x8 stuff. So I bought a 1x6 and a 1x12, and that's what we're going to make our very crude box out of to mount that in, and hopefully that'll work out for us and get that kind of annoying noise behind the seat. I tried insulating it with some rubber mats and some stuff, but it's just good to get it out of there. What little space I got, I guess, is a premium in there. So here we go. Well, we got our little box made. I forgot how much I like using that. I bought that when we did Lynn's quilting shed. That is a handy little tool, especially when you're doing something like this. We slapped a little PL 3X on the sides there and just shot her in. So hopefully that's going to work. We continue on. I didn't even put a nail in my hand. What do you think of that? All right. Our assembly fit in there, barely. We had to keep her narrow because we don't want this sticking out farther than the wheel well, but I think I'm just going to leave that loose in there so I can pull it in and out to do my wiring and stuff. But next up, we'll get some holes made for the air intake, because I think I am going to make a lid for this. The air intake and the wiring air hose entrances on that end, I believe. All right, we just dug through our catch-all and our giant box of screws over there and found some small hinges, and I think I'm just going to put a little strap I had left over from those securing those cabinets for a handle, and I think we got us a box. Okay, there's our little strap, there's our hinges. Got a little foam in there, that's going to help with the sound, but you shouldn't really hear it in the back of the truck now, so I'm not going to worry too much about the sound. But we continue on. Alright, I think we're going to end this today. Got our holes drilled for our air lines and our electric coming through. Took this apart. Tried to remember how the hell I wired it. I got an extra relay here that enables the horn so I can change between the two different horns in the truck. This is the time to lay relay that works to turn the compressor on, so it doesn't come on when you first turn the switch in the truck. There's a 10-second delay, so this isn't trying to start when you're trying to start your truck. And that's our input from the outfitter switches, and it's got a fuse back here too, plus it's got the fuse under the hood. But there's our air chuck. Got things mounted a little tighter here, so this whole package should go right in. Swap this DOT fitting out to a push fitting, so that'll be easier to tighten down because that's off the solenoid anyway, so it doesn't matter if that leaks because it's not pressurized. That is going to be our input from our output to our tank underneath the truck. So I buttoned the truck up, and we'll probably come out tomorrow and we'll back the back end of that truck in the garage, and we'll try to get this thing mounted and finished up. All right, she's Monday morning. We're back doing a little test fit up there. I think I'm about ready to finalize my connections and drop that thing in there. So we'll be back. Okay, we pretty much got her installed. Everything's on a quick disconnect. Airlines, connectors. I got to take that apart till I get a push DOT fitting. That way, I had to hard pipe that one because I didn't have a coupling, but I did have a valve, so at least I got a valve there. And I used to keep this under my seat, but I think I'm going to leave it tucked up under here now, because actually with that just 2-gallon tank down there, this actually gives you a little more air reserve, because it's got a dead end on the end. It actually acts like another small tank, so it gives you more air reserve. It's out of the way. And I got a strap I run through there, so I'm going to bring that up, cut it, so the thing's not going to move, but we're going to get her hardwired up and give her a try. Well, there she goes. She's pumping up. It's going to be a lot nicer having this back here instead of behind my back seat in there. Like I said earlier, I thought I could live with it, but I guess not. Let this run up. See what we got here. Sounds like she's starting to lug a little bit. But that should still give us our 4 foot between the wheel wells. Like I say, that well, it is taking longer. Like I say, there's a little more capacity in the length of that 50-foot hose, so that actually gives you a little more air reserve when you think about it. Let's see if our horn works. Oh yeah, that works fine. We're gonna call this one a win, YouTube. Have a good one.